All right, and I do believe that horn sounds the beginning of the women's final. Out in the water, we're going to see Isabella Sousa in red from Brazil. She's joined out in the water by Lilly Pollard in the yellow jersey from Australia.
That is, you know what, the most competitors we've seen on tour are coming either from Brazil or Australia. So it's going to be interesting to seeing how the World Tour is going to change that. Check this out. We do have Shaggy with the winner of the last heat. Shaggy, where you at?
Hey guys, I'm down here with Dave Hubbard again. Yes, Dave has just made the final to the pro now. Dave, congratulations. What a great feeling.
Yeah, I'm really stoked. That's what I came here to do, and my job's not done yet, so one more heat.
Now, tell us about that air reverse of yours.
I was stoked. I tried one on my first wave, didn't get too much projection, and then found another one and popped off the lip nice, completed it. I knew that was going to help me out.
Well, that's awesome. I'll let you go and get ready for the final. Say hello to everyone at home if you want.
Thanks for all the support, guys.
Woo! Back to you guys.
David Hubbard on cloud 9 right now. He is feeling very stoked.
He's on a roll this contest. I can't say it enough. I mean, we've just seen him dominate heats, hit some big maneuvers in all of his heats that he's had, and
all right,
two finals, one contest.
Sorry, Jackson, to cut you off but that is Lilly Pollard with the first wave of the final. Here in the women's final on the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico stop number 7 of 8. Women's final out in the water.
Yes, again, Isabella Sousa from Brazil in red, Lilly Pollard from Australia in yellow, and it's Lilly Pollard getting on the board first, taking off on that last wave. Not getting a whole lot to work with. She pulls into the barrel and it pinched on her, so she'll paddle out and look for another. Meanwhile, waiting for Isabella Sousa to get on the board. Still in the early going. This is a 30-minute final. We have 20 minutes remaining. Still in the early going here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we want to thank everybody not only for tuning in, but the entire production crew, the Wave Streamers crew, the Snakes and Ladders crew, the judges for holding it down, being very consistent and adapting to the conditions. They've been doing a great job. And also Juan Santos holding it down on the beach commentary that all the competitors depend on while they're in the ocean. So shout out to everybody for making this happen. I know I'm missing a few people. Jackson, help me out.
We've got Pete, Pat, Mitch, Seamus, the whole crew. Shaggy.
Here we go, Jackson.
Specs,
sorry, brother. Lilly Pollard, big air right there. I hate cutting you off, man, but the live action is what it's about. Lilly Pollard going for a big invert right there. The Australian, does she pull it off? Yes, she does. Great wave.
By all means, if there's live action to go through, cut me off, brother.
Same with me. So Lilly Pollard, nice start for her heat. She's already got 2 waves on her scorecard. Isabella Sousa, be careful. She can strike at any time.
Yeah, as we saw yesterday, Isabella Sousa came out firing, but here right now it's Lilly Pollard in the early going. Here she is on her second ride, driving down the line, heads up to the lip, projects out, and nice invert from Lilly Pollard, the Australian.
Great wave right there. Great start for the final for Lilly Pollard. But again, Isabella Sousa from Brazil, she can... we saw it yesterday. She just put it on the line. 2 big high-scoring waves in the semifinal, and here she is in the final, waiting patiently. Hopefully, she can keep that rhythm going because it's really exciting to watch.
Yeah, we saw 2 very different heats yesterday. We saw Isabella Sousa come out very aggressive and just absolutely charging. Meanwhile, in the second semifinal, we saw Lilly Pollard and Natasha Sagadia out in the water, very strategic, very chess-like, sitting on priority, waiting for set waves. And Lilly really didn't pull it out until the final
Jackson,
second.
check this out, brother.
Up and riding, Isabella Sousa on her first wave, throws into a nice hard carving reverse off the top. That's going to be it on that wave, but nice way to get started for Isabella. She rides with a lot of power out there, Manny. One of the more power-oriented female riders on the tour. We've said it before, I'll say it again. She's very dangerous out there. She could give some of the men a run for their money.
For example, check out this clip of Isabella yesterday in her semifinal. Just a gigantic roll on the start of her semifinal. Just huge extension. And look at that. She drops at least 12 feet on the face of the wave, holds onto the board, and pulls it off. Incredible riding yesterday from Isabella Sousa. Question is, can she carry it into the final with Lilly Pollard? Taking a look on the outside. Well, we're still looking at the replay, but we got live action.
Outside there in red, Isabella Sousa driving through the barrel and reversing off the top there. Bounces off the whitewater, still going. Looking for, throws into another, throws into a forward spin, still going. Looking to finish off this wave with a roll all the way on the inside. There's another strong wave, a perfect example of what we're talking about with Isabella Sousa.
That's what I'm saying. The Brazilians. A strong force to be reckoned with. Here she is again, Isabella Sousa.
There you can see in the barrel, drives through, comes out. It looks like she got pushed out by the snowball.
Oh my!
Drops down, drives off the bottom, heads up to the top, and look at this. Hard carving, reverse 360. Shifts her weight, throws her legs up, across behind her. Gets the spin around, very smooth, very clean, a lot of power, bounces off the whitewater, heads forward, and here you're going to see her finish it up with a forward spin, and then she's going to take it to the inside and get the finishing roll on the inside. She really worked that wave.
Unbelievable riding techniques right there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know how to ride a proper wave in a contest, watch that in replay. Look at this. Lilly Pollard on the outside, tucks under the barrel. She comes
Whoa, nice barrel ride from Lilly Pollard.
Big roll. Oh, my Lord. Look at that. She is going to say, yes, I have come out of this. Now, Lilly Pollard dropping the gauntlet. She is not going to go out in vain. She is probably going to over Jackson.
Wow, Lilly Pollard with a nice size set wave, wide open barrel. As we saw from the water angle, she got pitted on that one. She drives through the barrel, comes out, hits the roll, and at the end of that wave, she claims it. Here's the replay.
Oh, my. I thought she was way deep and just sneaks under the lip and gets into the barrel, finds the speed line inside of the barrel, and maintains and makes that flawless exit. She sets her eyes on the section, and here she goes. Beautiful bottom turn straight through the lip and performs a nice cylindrical barrel roll and unbelievable wave right there. That was Lilly Pollard. Look at that. Almost a perfect 10. Comes in at a 9.75. Oh, doctor.
No lacking for action in any of the divisions here with the IBA International Bodyboarding crew. Drop knee, men's, women's. We've seen everybody charging it. We've seen high nines, almost 10s. We've seen a perfect 10 today. And Lilly Pollard with a 9.75, just keeping the momentum going. I mean, the momentum has been building throughout this event. There's been a lot of intensity, a lot of numbers at play, a lot of stress, a lot of strategy, and a lot of big moves like we just saw with Lilly Pollard.
Are you referring the stress to us or to the competitors?
I'm talking about the riders out in the water.
My heart rate is going off the charts right now watching this insane action here in Encanto Pro Puerto Rico. And you know what? Now that we got your attention, let's quickly run down the sponsor list.
The IBA and Encanto.
You know what? We're gonna. It's getting crazy over here. We want to make sure you don't miss any of the action. If you're just tuning in, this is Lilly Pollard's last wave in the final.
Here you can see her coming out of that barrel, setting up the section. She's going to drive up to the top and hit a huge roll. As you can see, driving up, hits it, free falls straight down. There you can see she gets lost in the white water, bounces, comes out clean, and again, 9.75. Here we have a little bit of a paddle battle. Lilly up and riding again.
All right, live action right there from Lilly Pollard. Not much there on that left, so quickly down the list of sponsors. We'll try to hit it unless there is live action. So Isabella taking a look, nothing there for her, so let's do this.
All right, let's try this again. The IBA Encanto Pro Puerto Rico is presented by the Tourism Company of Puerto Rico. See PuertoRico.com. Puerto Rico does it better. Coors Light, the official beer sponsor of the Encanto Pro. Also, El Nuevo Dia newspaper. Gasolina drink, party in a pouch. This stuff really packs a punch, Manny. You want to get good buzz on? Gasolina. Also, ATH Evertech. Parador Via Del Mar Howe. And we have action out in the water.
Lilly Pollard sneaking in behind the section on that one, but goes for a roll maneuver and is caught up on the inside and cannot pull it off. So Lilly not getting that wave she wanted. So let's do this.
All right, to finish up, this event is brought to you by Parador Via Del Mar Howe, the official hotel of the Encanto Pro. Also, Claro, the internet and cell phone provider, La Equi radio station, Sprite, Vitamin Water, Ride It Magazine, Pride, Science, and Custom X bodyboards. Also, for those of you who are watching online, be sure to check out IBAWorldTour.com. Click on Shop on the option bar. We have all the latest merchandise from IBA International, hats, T-shirts, iPhone covers, up and riding, out in the water, Manny.
All right, Isabella Sousa in the red jersey, the Brazilian. She has been dominating throughout the event, and nice carve, getting back into the power zone, finds a section, goes for a backflip, I believe. Unbelievable. Isabella Sousa, the Brazilian, absolutely just taking off. Oh, there's no rules out here, ladies and gentlemen. Isabella absolutely going crazy. Lilly Pollard doing the exact same thing. She saw that go down. She's going to go back out there and improve. And it's getting crazy here.
You know, Manny, after yesterday's semifinal, real quick, we'll take a look at the replay of Isabella Sousa's last wave. There she is, driving down the line, eyeing up that oncoming section. And there you can see carving off the top. She cuts back, trying to set up the section. And she's going to reset her line, driving down, and she's going to go for the flip off the section. There you see it. Unfortunately, it looked like she got lost in the white water, wasn't all the way in front of it, didn't get the projection she needed. She kind of fell behind it at the end. That'll be a 2.75 score from the judges.
18 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this final, the women's final, out in the water. The Encanto Pro Puerto Rico going down live here on the warm beaches of Puerto Rico, and the sun seems to be coming out. The rain has come and gone, and now the sun is out. It is glassy. The conditions are insane. I can't believe it. Jackson.
There you can see out in the water, Lilly Pollard waiting for her next wave, currently in the lead on the strength of a 6.0 and that 9.7 ride. You know, Manny, yesterday when I was watching the women's semifinals, I was up here in the booth with Ayonati, the current World Tour #1 on the Women's World Tour. I thought Lilly Pollard played it a little too conservatively. It almost came to bite her. It wasn't until the final seconds that she pulled out the win. But she's really come out strong here today in the final. You can tell she wants this win.
You are right. It was until the last seconds, but now she comes out full charging, as you said. Now Isabella Sousa in the predicament. She's looking for a 7.76, but tons of time. 17 minutes, 30 seconds. For Isabella, the time is going to go by quick. She's in second position. For Lilly Pollard, that 17 minutes, it's going to go by as slow as possible.
Keep in mind, folks, both of these riders out in the water in this final are extremely dangerous and can strike at any moment. As we saw yesterday, Isabella Sousa had a 7.75 on an air roll spin that ended up being a throwaway score.
Unbelievable. There is Claire. She just came in from a session, and the ladies are watching their fellow competitors as the final is going down here in the Encanto Pro. It's turning out to be another beautiful day here on the northwest side of Paradise.
Manny, welcome to another day in paradise, brother.
I actually looked up anotherDayInParadise.com, and it is for sale. I'm going to throw my offer in tonight.
You shouldn't have said that live online, because I guarantee by the end of the webcast it's going to be taken.
Isabella Sousa in the red jersey heading back out to the lineup, giving a peace sign to Seamus, who's videotaping with the big water housing in the lineup. And Seamus, he's really inside of the waves. I don't know if he's got cleaned up by the set waves, but he's got that connection with Mother Nature, so he knows what he's doing out there, holding down the camera on Isabella Sousa in red, the Brazilian, and Lilly Pollard, the Australian, in yellow. This is the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico women's final going down right now. 16 minutes remaining. Coming up next, we are going to see the final. David Hubbard versus PLC, Pierre-Louis Costin.
I cannot wait to see this final because both riders have been absolutely killing it.
Yes, and you know what? I can't wait for Isabella Sousa to get a big wave because she's going to absolutely blow your mind, just like Lilly Pollard did on that 9.7 wave that she got earlier in this heat.
I love the way everything is built to this final day. We've got the finals day going on. We already saw the drop knee final. We've got the women's final in the water, men's final still to come. And everything is built to a boiling point, I guess you could say. Everybody out there just charging it as hard as they can. We've seen big scores from all of the riders. All of the heat winners, all the semifinalists making it to their finals, and even in the finals, the drop knee final, Dave Hubbard busting out big. Lilly Pollard with a 9.75 here. I can only imagine what we're going to see in the men's pro final.
This whole event is beautiful. It's been unbelievable. Look at this. Out the back, it is Lilly Pollard trying to sneak into another barrel out there, but that's all she rode on that wave. That wave didn't really have much on it. It was all about that takeoff barrel, and that's it for Lilly Pollard on that wave. There wasn't really nothing there. Not going to affect her in the points, but now priority Isabella Sousa in red. I think she sees something out the back. Look at that.
Looks like we have a little set action coming in. And
Too
Isabella's
far
going to
inside.
get caught on the inside. She's going to have to duck under that one.
All right, big cash money up for grabs. First place, walking away with some cash money to put in their bank account. And second place, too. It goes down the list. A lot of riders are walking away with some big paychecks today.
You know, if I may, I'd like to say hello to a friend of ours, Adam Burton. He joined the Navy. He's currently been stationed out in North Carolina after having spent some time in Texas. So, Bladham, if you're watching this, we're stoked for you, brother. Take it easy. Be safe. We hope to see you soon.
You know what? It's cool you mentioned that because there's a lot of service members, the people in the armed forces who bodyboard, and we want to give a shout out not only to the bodyboarding armed service members, but also to all the troops for doing what they do. It's voluntary. It's their choice to be out there on the front line, and just come back home safe. That's all we ask for. We know your friends and family would love to see you come back home, so be safe out there if you're watching in wherever you are.
Yes, our friend RJ, also a Marine. He just finished tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's back home stateside. We want to send a big shout out to him. Thank you to all our armed service members. We appreciate everything you do.
Yes, and you know what? On that note, thank you everybody for tuning in here for the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico. And it looks like some action out the back. It is Isabella Sousa. Look at this wave. Drop it in. Here she goes.
Wow, this is a nice bomb going left. She's driving down the line, hits the roll off the section, comes out of the whitewater, setting up for the next oncoming section. They can see she kicks out. That one kind of was fizzling down at the end. She was looking for something more substantial.
Yes, she needed something more substantial, something that will produce a 7.76 ride, and that is what she is chasing to get back into that first place spot and take it away from Lilly Pollard, who is sitting comfortably right now with a 15.75 to Isabella's now 14.35. She got a 6.35 on that wave.
Yes, that was a sizable wave. She got a nice clean maneuver coming out of that quick in and out barrel and getting the roll. But that wave never really stood up the way she would have hoped or provided an end section for the closing maneuver. There you can see some of the girls' competitors hanging out. One of the Japanese girls and, as you mentioned before, Claire McGowan, one of the European riders coming to us from England.
Yes, so international crew of women professional bodyboarders on location, along with the international crew of men competitors converging here on Middles, the beach, just outside on the beach of Isabella on the northwest side of Puerto Rico. A beautiful place, a beautiful island, and just a beautiful day here for the last day of the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico.
Yes, and we would like all of you in the world bodyboarding community to converge to IBAWorldTour.com/survey of the riding.
Oh, not much there for Lilly Pollard pulling in on the outside, and the wave just shuts down on her, grabs her board, and has to get back out to the lineup. She has 11 minutes to go, tons of time.
I don't know, if I were Lilly out in the water, I would probably try to utilize the priority system as much as possible and try and sit on Isabella Sousa to limit her wave selection from this point on.
What do you mean, physically sit on her?
Now, when many or myself make reference to sitting on somebody, when you're out in the water, if you sit really close to somebody and force them into a position where they're feeling smothered, stressed, having difficulty getting into the waves that they want, jockeying them for position, that's what sitting on a person means in the world of wave riding. You want to smother them out in the lineup, make sure they don't get the waves they need, make sure that they feel as uncomfortable and distracted as possible.
Okay, perfect. Sorry I had to call you out on that, because we do have viewers that don't understand that term, and they might take it literally, but great explanation. Jackson, just so everybody understands that if you are unable to watch live, or you have friends who are not able to watch the live feed, please send them to youtube.com/IBA World Tour. That's where we will have not only the great documentaries that the Snakes and Ladder crew are producing, but also play-by-play action that we've seen here live at the Encanto Pro.
Yes, highlights, heats on demand. Every heat from every competition on the IBA 2011 World Tour is available for your viewing pleasure. So again, youtube.com/IBA World Tour. Go to the official IBA YouTube channel and subscribe. You will get instant updates every time a new video is loaded up onto the channel, and everything at your disposal. Quick, easy, dig in and enjoy.
We did hit our 1 millionth view on YouTube, on the YouTube channel, so we appreciate those for checking in. Check this out the back.
Isabella Sousa drops in, drives off the bottom, throws a hard carving reverse off the top. Here you can see, throws into another hard carving reverse. Isabella Sousa, again, riding with a lot of power out there. This is typical of the Brazilian riders, men and women. They go out there and they can absolutely rip the conditions. 2
perfect textbook carving reverse 360s performed by this lady, Isabella Sousa.
Again, here you can see dropping in, driving off the bottom, sets up, goes up to the top, and wow, she really just carves into that one. Nice, clean flow on that. Resets her rail, drives down, adjusts her body weight, throws into a second hard carving reverse. Tons of spray spewing off the bottom of her board. A nice wave from Isabella Sousa.
That's right. Performing at this level, these riders have come of age, have learned how to not only use the board to maneuver, but also their body position. You touched on that while you were describing that, and that is key factor as well. Move up on your board for speed, move back to slow down, and combine all of that with the rail-to-rail transition. That is the level of bodyboarding that all these internationals, riders, and competitors are at. And throw in the versatility of guys like Dave Winchester and Ryan Hardy, Damon King, and you have the new bodyboarder, the new age bodyboarder.
And here we see Lilly Pollard paddling into this right-hander.
Wow,
drops
nice.
in, sets up the barrel section, driving.
What?
Oh, my Lord! Another
Look
deep
at
barrel
that.
comes out hard, gouge off the top, throws for the spin, pulls off the back. But, wow, she just drove through that. She set that up perfectly, Manny.
Lilly Pollard grabbing a beautiful glassy wave on the, like, not on the outside, but closer to the inside. But look how perfect this wave just shaped up for her. Key component, the bottom turn. She cuts her bottom turn short and slides mid-face to get into the barrel and to find that speed line.
Sets a rail, drives through, gets super deep.
Wow.
There she comes out, and then you can see she adjusts her trim line, heads up to the top, and she's going to throw a hard gouge off the top. Nice cut back there from Lilly coming out of the barrel. Goes to combo it with the forward spin, but pulls off the back. But again, the theme of that wave was the barrel and a 9.0. She has a 9.0 and a 9.75 for a combined 18.75 out of 20.
You know what, the judges, I totally concur with that score. She was way behind the exit of that barrel and slides in, and the whole technique of that barrel riding was absolute textbook. She did the bottom turn exactly where she needed to. She set her rail inside the barrel perfectly and came out with a ton of speed in order for her to do a follow-up maneuver. Absolutely great ride from Lilly Pollard, the Australian. Now Isabella Sousa in the hot seat.
We are seeing some seriously impressive, unbelievable performances from all our top athletes here on this final day of competition. We saw it from Dave Hubbard in the drop knee final. We're seeing it from Lilly Pollard here. We saw it from Isabella Sousa yesterday, and we still have the men's final to go. We still have Dave Hubbard and PLC coming up. Unreal.
Wow. If the scores stand as they are, Lilly Pollard could walk away with that trophy right next to her name. So Lilly Pollard, a lot of people, after seeing Isabella Sousa's performance yesterday in the semifinal, pretty much just gave her the win after that. But other people had different outlooks, and it was Lilly Pollard. She is absolutely killing it in this women's final.
Yes, yesterday we saw Isabella Sousa come out firing and have a hard-charging heat, big scores. Today she's playing catch-up. Today she's trying to catch up to Lilly Pollard, and it's Lilly Pollard who came out firing. And with those scores, she may very well have this locked up. But here we go. Isabella Sousa driving down the line, going for a big roll off the closeout section. It doesn't look like she's able to hold on to her board.
5 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. Now Isabella Sousa is feeling the pressure, feeling the time winding down. She does have that 5 minutes to wait patiently for a big scoring wave. Oh, you know what? That last 9-point wave from Lilly Pollard has just knocked Isabella Sousa into combo land. Jackson, combo land.
When we say combo land, combination situation, that basically means that the rider needs 2 completely new scores to be back into contention. But if she gets a 10 like she did yesterday, she could be right back in the thick of things. We're going to take a look at that now.
Yes, this was her 10-point ride that we seen in the semifinals yesterday. It was an amazing wave, a long, perfect barrel, and she comes out clean, and then she sets her eyes on that last section, and look at this perfect textbook aerial reverse 360 that she performs to end that wave. Absolutely incredible riding from Isabella Sousa in the semifinals. Now she has a tough uphill battle to take out Lilly Pollard for this trophy and the win here in the women's division in Canto Pro, Puerto Rico. Look at this.
And she's up and riding again.
Wow, nice invert right there, Isabella Sousa. That's all she's going to do on that wave. So it is a high-scoring wave. She's building on her second high-scoring wave, which is a 6.35. That could be it, but she still needs a combination of 2 high-scoring waves.
And here's the replay. You can see her projecting off the bottom, driving up towards the top. Great projection and execution, comes down.
Great landing.
And nice, clean landing, as you were saying. And that'll be a nice score for Isabella, waiting for that to register with the judges. Again, she's currently in combination situation. We're counting down to about 3 minutes remaining. But all it takes is 1 solid wave to change everything and put her right back in the thick of things. We've seen it time and time again this year on the tour in the men's and the women's. Last-minute comebacks are not something that's uncommon to the IBA World Tour.
And you know what? We've seen Lilly Pollard. She did that in her semifinal. Can Isabella Sousa do it here in the final? Totally possible. It's just a matter of Mother Nature delivering the wave to her.
We are talking about the best of the best in the world of bodyboarding,
Yes.
So anything is possible, and
a lot of luck plays into account here when you're sitting on the outside and praying and hoping for that wave to come to you. If it does come, anything is possible at this level of bodyboarding. So waiting patiently on the outside, it is Lilly Pollard in white jersey.
yes, right now, Lilly Pollard with about 2.5 minutes remaining. She's in the driver's seat. She's in control. Right now, I believe she has priority. She's got those 2 big scores, 9.75 and a 9 for a combined 18.75. And she's in control. It's up to her now.
Time is winding down. We are at the 2-minute warning. And this is it. Lilly Pollard leading the charge. Isabella Sousa, uphill battle right now in the combination territory. Somewhere you do not want to be in the last 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we may see Lilly Pollard take the win here in the the Women's World Tour stop here in the Encanto Pro, Puerto Rico. So winding down, 1 minute, 40 seconds remaining. Lilly Pollard may walk away with the win for the Australian riders. And oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful trophy. Look at the A-frame out the back, too. Everybody, welcome to paradise, the Encanto Pro, Puerto Rico. Winding down the last minute and 20 seconds in the women's final. Coming up next is the men's final, so don't go anywhere. Tons of action still remaining.
I have to say, Manny, each time I come out to a World Tour event, including this event, it never ceases to amaze me the level of riding we are seeing from the Women's World Tour these days. It's extremely impressive. The women have raised the bar in the world of competitive bodyboarding. They're riding on par with some of the men these days, and it's unbelievable to see out in the water.
Yes, we are winding down the women's final, so stay tuned. We have the men's final coming up right after this, and the presentation first of the women's, and then we're going to jump right into the men's final. So we are winding down the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico event, and the conditions have been serving it up throughout the entire event, and we appreciate the great organization from Natasha and Bianca for bringing the tour stop here to the beautiful island, the enchanted island of Puerto Rico. Thank you very much to all the bodyboarders who have taken all the international bodyboarders in with open arms.
We've been blessed every day with swell here on this island. It's been unbelievable. Even the couple of lay days that we had, there were waves to be found on this island, even if it wasn't here at Middles. Short drive down the road to the west side or other destinations. Solid conditions to be found every day.
Exactly. And a shout out to Goyo over at Escuelitas, and wishing well. Eric, thank you for taking me in. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. The horn has sounded, and this lady right here getting another barrel to end her heat. Lilly Pollard in the white jersey from Australia takes the win here at the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico Women's Division. Congratulations to Lilly and the Australians.
That was an incredible performance in that final from Lilly Pollard at 9.75 and 9.0. Her barrel riding was impeccable.
Incredible, yes. Her barrel riding maneuverability has pretty much just put a stamp of approval and got her the win here in the Enchanted Pro Puerto Rico. Lilly Pollard, Isabella Sousa, both of them incredible riders. Great performance by both, and that's all I can say. Great performance by both of these finalists.
Yeah, there you can see Lilly making her way in.
Look at the smile.
Team rider for Milkshake's Bodyboards.
She is
a line
stoked.
of women's bodyboards put out by Turbo. And there's the girls greeting her at the water's edge.
So here are fellow competitors, Natasha in the denim, Daisy Duke shorts right there, giving a hug, and all of them. And I believe that's Ryan Hardy down there in the striped shorts. Shaggy trying to get Lilly up to the stage to do the interview. There is Stoke, Michael Novi, Ryan Hardy. So we're going to take a replay. We're going to check out all the replays. Check this out. Take us through it.
Here you can see Lilly setting up for this barrel ride. Slides up into the pocket, sets her line, and just drives through this thing. Unbelievable. Comes out, resets her position, and here you go. Big roll. Unbelievable. She scored a 9.75 on that one. There you can see her claiming it. Here, Isabella Sousa.
Isabella finding a nice carving position right there. This wave didn't really serve up much for her, but she was able to make something happen. Unfortunately, that backflip did not get pulled off by Isabella.
And here's another one of Isabella's waves driving through the barrel, rolls out of it, sets up, and then here's yet another one of her waves from that final.
The carving reverse 360s from this lady, absolutely textbook. Great riding right there from rail-to-rail performance, Isabella Sousa. This wave right here was the heat winner for Lilly Pollard. Unbelievable riding right there for Lilly Pollard. Great riding and great win for Lilly. Look at this wave right here. We got the action and the winner downstairs. Let's get down to the beach.
All right, well, thanks, guys, down here on the stage with a very happy Lilly Pollard. You couldn't, well, Lilly, you could not wipe the smile off with a cricket bat. How are you feeling?
I'm that stoked right now. I can't believe it. Isabella's been surfing amazing this event, and I thought, I wasn't sure if I could do it, but I kept seeing those rights over to the side a bit, and I thought it didn't work in the semi-final. They didn't come, but this time there was those barrels, and I was just so stoked to find them.
All right, well, you came off winning the Australian tour. You're in good form. You came over here with high expectations, and it's all worked out nicely. Have you got anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, of course, I'd love to thank Milkshake's Designs and Hive Swimwear and GoPro Chems and Zion Wetsuits for their support. And hopefully I can get some extra support to do the World Tour next year, because I'm only able to do 3 events this year, and if I could have done the rest, I could be fighting for the title. But I'm hoping next year. I really have keen to win. All
right, well, anybody out there, put a sticker on this girl's board. We're going to bring in Bianca and the trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Lilly Pollard. She is our champion for 2011. Here at the, she's getting soaked in cause. I can taste the brown cordial, Manny Vargas, and we're going to go right back to you, buddy.
Oh, wow, look at that nice big gulp from Lilly Pollard, the Coors Light inside her trophy. So congratulations, a big congratulations from everybody to Lilly Pollard winning the women's division here at the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico.
Yes, Lilly, the Australian, coming up big in that heat. Winning.
Yes, she did. She found those deep barrels and was able to come out and continue on with a couple more maneuvers. So there she is on stage, and all of her friends down, and a ton of photos taken. And you know what? This is the first tour stop where I've seen a ton of high-quality cameras. So a lot of footage, a lot of photos being taken at this event of some of the top international riders. She's stoked.
In the immortal words of Charlie Sheen, winning.